Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be showing you how to use Tradovate, all of its features, etc. So here is the login screen. Simply enter your username and password. Once entered, hit login, and you'll be greeted with a screen like this. Now, right off the bat, you can see that there are many modules here on Tradovate. You have the depth of market, you have obviously the charts, you have all the different instruments, and at the bottom here, you have your positions as well. So we're going to start with just breaking down exactly what we see here. On the top-hand side, you have your account balance, the open P&L, your day margin, your initial margin, have the time as well. You have any alerts that may get triggered. You also have a trading panel where you can quite simply enter a simple or advanced trade if you want to enter a take profit and a stop loss as well, or you can just keep it simple and enter whichever instrument you want, the quantity and the order type if you want to make it a market order, a limit order, stop order, etc. But let's move on to an actual chart. So in order to increase the size of a chart and get out of this module view, on the top right hand corner there's a little button where you will see it says full size. If you go ahead and click that, it now opens the chart full screen. So at the moment we have the MNQ, the micro NASDAQ. If you want to change the instrument, simply click on MNQ at the top and you can select which instrument you would like to trade, or you can search for it by typing it in. So if we want to go to the E-mini S&P, we can click on that, and now we're on the E-mini, so the full mini size contract of the ES S&P 500. Now below we have the bid, ask, the bid price, the ask price, and also the last quoted price. We also have a little position there. If you were to enter a position, it will end up here. And of course you have where you can actually enter the market at any given time. So you can either buy as a market order, you can sell as a market order. You can also buy and sell as limit orders. You can also select the quantity of your order, and you can also cancel all orders, cancel any pending orders, etc. So if we wanted to enter right now in a buy, we can simply click buy market, click buy, have entered that position. If I want to quickly get out of that position, I can very easily just go to the top right hand corner here where we have our open position, and I can click on exit all positions. Click that. I have exited that position. Now I'm going to show you how to set a stop loss and take profit on an existing order. Imagine we want to short the market here. So we've entered one contract short. Now imagine I would like to have a stop loss just above this candle's wick here. I can simply go on the chart where it is, click, so left hand click with your mouse, and then I can add buy stop. That is now a stop loss. Okay, so because it was a short position, a sell position, a stop loss would be a buy stop. Now if I want to add a take profit, I would have to enter, or I could do the exact same thing. So I can imagine if my take profit should be down at this wick here, I can just click on that area on the chart and enter a buy limit. These are now my stop loss, my take profit. Let me move it. Yeah. Now say I would like to modify my stop loss. I can simply just go on the right hand side here, click on my stop loss, and I can drag it to where I want. So if I want to drag it just above this candle here, I can let go and click yes to modify. And now my stop loss is just above that candle. The same thing goes with your take profit. You can simply click on it and drag it to where you want it. So imagine if I want a nice bigger take profit, I can let go to where I want it, click yes, and now my take profit has also been modified. I can also at any point get rid of my take profit, completely cancel it just by clicking the X here, and now my take profit has been cancelled. I can also do the same with my stop loss. Just click the X, and now my stop loss has also been cancelled. And of course, I can manually close at any point by simply going to the top here, click exit all positions, and click OK. And that's it. All right, let's talk about indicators. Next up, I'm going to show you how to add indicators to your chart. On the top left-hand corner, you can see all the different tools that we have. We can obviously zoom in, zoom out, all the usual stuff. We can also zoom in and zoom out just by using your scroll wheel of your mouse, like so. And we can navigate just by clicking and holding and moving around. Very, very simple. Next up, we have the time period. I can change the time period to anything I'd like, from 1 minute to 30 minutes to an hour to a day, and also a custom time along with ticks, volume and range. But we'll keep it at the 1 minute chart for now. We can also change the chart type from candlesticks, bars, line, bid and ask volume. So we can click the bid and ask volume like so, and now we can actually see the footprint chart. So changing the chart type, I can simply change the chart type to the bid and ask, and now I can see the real volume within each candle. We can also change it back to candlesticks should you find that easier. Next up, we also have chart settings. Here we have a few settings where we can change, things like price levels, what should be shown on the chart. We can also very quickly go to the current bar. Should you be scrolled far back in history and you want to quickly go to the current bar, you can just click that and it will take you to the current bar, and a few other settings that you're happy to play around with. Next up, we have chart elements. Here is where all your indicators would appear. So if you have any indicators on the chart, they will be under chart elements. So we'll come back in a moment once we've added a few indicators. Next up, we have the indicator tab. Now this is where you can scroll through all the different indicators available and you can add them to your chart. So if we just add a moving average, a EMA, you can see the EMA has now been added. Now if I go to configure chart elements, I can hide the EMA or I can delete it at any point. Along with other indicators, we have oscillators, volatility indicators like Bollinger Band width. We have volume-based indicators, which can be very useful to use, such as the VWAP, cumulative delta, etc., and a few other indicators as well. Here we can also, under template list, we can also save a template. So should you have configured a chart exactly how you like it, you can at any point just click save template. So we can save this template as my chart, click save, and at any point I can load that template back again. On the left-hand side, we also have drawing tools. Here we can draw whatever we like, things such as volume profile, Fibonacci retracement, simple things such as horizontal, vertical lines, trend lines, shapes, whatever might help you marking out the charts. All the tools are available in the drawing tools section. So, for example, if we want to use a volume profile, we can click on the volume profile and we can drag where we want the volume profile to appear. And boom, we now have a lovely volume profile on the area that we selected. So that pretty much sums up the charting element of Tradovate. Very, very easy to use. All the tools that you require, all in one handy place. Next up, we're going to show you the depth of market. So let's minimize this chart by clicking full size again. And now we have the depth of market where we can now make that full size and really look at the full order book. Now the depth of market is a tool that you can use to look at the current pending orders in the order book that are available. So these are all the sell limits currently, and these are all the buy limits. But on top of that, you can also place pending orders in the depth of market. So if I would like to buy at 6829, I can simply click on it. So if I would like to buy at 6829, I can simply, no, you can't. You can actually just, okay, no, go back. That was wrong. You can't do that with Tradovate. No, you can reset that. Okay, all right, you can't do it with Tradovate. All right, ignore what I just said. But on top of just looking at the order book, you can actually place an order through the order book as well. So at any point, I can hit buy market, make sure the quantity is correct, click buy, and now I'm in a buy position. I can also exit at any point at current market price. So if I hit exit, I have now exited that position as well. And that pretty much sums up the depth of market. On the bottom, we have a watch list. So if I make this full size, I can very easily go through all the different instruments available to trade. from energies to metals to grains, meats, soft stocks, etc. I can also click a new tab and create a new watch list, or as Tradovate likes to call it, quote board. So if I type in my list, that is not how it works. So I can now add whichever instrument I like. I can also name it to whatever I like. So if I call this my list, and I can also add multiple instruments. So if I want to add the MNQ, I can simply search for it at the top or just find it in the list. I can add other instruments, maybe the Dow Jones, etc. And at any point, once I've configured the list of instruments that I like to trade, I can at any point just click on one of them, double click, and it can open up a chart right there and then, along with the buy and sell buttons. So I can quickly have a quick look at the chart and make a decision. Next up, I'm going to show you the positions tab at the bottom right-hand corner. So if I enter a position right now, yes, you can see the position tab at the bottom is showing me the current open P&L, the price I've entered, and the quantity. Can't exit through here, can you? No, you can't. Next up, on the right-hand side, we have some very interesting features. First, we have global news. This will help keep you up to date with the market of any important news coming out or that has been released that is unscheduled. As you can see, all the important articles are right there, and at any point you can read the full article just by clicking View Full Article. We don't need that. Below the news, we also have a chat function. Should you ever require any support using Tradovate, you can use Tradovate's chat function to ask questions on their virtual assistant. Any alerts about your account will appear here, just below on the alert section. Under reports, you can actually export all your account reports. So if I would like to export today's trading, I can download as a PDF or as a CSV file. This can obviously help for taxation reasons, and then I can open it at any point and it can show me all of my data, my gross P&L, the amount of trades I took, total contract size, the average trade time, etc., etc. All very good statistics for keeping track of your trading. It can help you understand, where you're going wrong, where you're going right, what is helping, what is not. These kind of statistics you can use to really improve your trading. So it's well worth downloading So it's well worth regularly getting a report, downloading it, and just going through all the details and all the statistics to ensure that you are on track. We also have an achievements section where you can see all the different achievements you have made. So first profit month, first profit trade, earned $100 in one trade, and there are many more that you can still unlock. So just a nice little feature there to keep you motivated in your trading journey. And last but not least, we have the risk settings. Now, this is probably one of the most important features offered on Tradovate. If we go ahead and click it, we can now add personal risk management into our trading. So, for example, we can set a daily loss limit of what we're willing to lose every single day. And once we hit that daily loss limit, it locks us out from trading. So really helps you keep disciplined in your trading if you still find that you're over trading or your negative emotions are coming out on the charts. We can also set a weekly loss limit, a daily profit trigger as well. So if you earned a certain amount on a day, best to, lock that money in and come back the next day. Same with a weekly profit trigger. We can also lock risk settings if trading is locked. So for example, say you have hit your daily loss limit. If we toggle this on, it stops us from being able to change the daily loss limit or switching it off so we can keep trading. So this really does lock us out for the day to ensure we do not blow our account. We can also set a trailing max drawdown. So if there's a certain amount of drawdown that you're not willing to go over, you can set that, and it ensures that basically you never really have too big losses. We can also set a maximum number of open positions. If we're someone who likes to overtrade too much or scale in too much, we can lower that down and keep our risk nice and tight at all times. And last but not least, we can also ensure that we only trade the instruments we're comfortable with. Many trading strategies really only revolve about trading one or two instruments that you're really comfortable with. The moment you start deviating out of that, your profitability can drop. So to ensure that we don't do anything silly like that, we can actually just include the instruments that we wish to trade and only them. So all in all, the risk settings are your best friend when it comes to trading. If you find it difficult to stop yourself from overtrading or blowing an account or sticking to those drawdown limits, these settings here are absolutely fundamental to your trading. And that pretty much sums up the Tradovate platform. It's very simple to use. The charting tools are excellent. You can enter trades nice and easily, manage your trades in real time, all the details, all the information. You have the depth of market. You have all the information you need to make good trading decisions. So I hope this was very useful, and good luck with your trading, and thank you for watching. Take care.
Ola Prime, trade with transparency.